Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Quick peek here at Bitcoin, see what's going on. We're going to make this very brief. Not much on the TA side we really need to look at. Honestly, this hasn't changed too much from yesterday. Pulling back as expected. While I was hoping we got closer to 85,000 so I could have shorted, it's okay to miss that opportunity because it's just a terrible market in the first place. So we're just going to take a quick look at like manipulation scenarios here, as well as obviously liquidation and back-end data there. Kind of just save you some time and trouble by looking at kind of some more important stuff right now. Supports and resistances, nothing super telling in the market right now. There's no hidden bullish divergence, nothing that you're gonna, I'm gonna be telling you to go take a long on because the market just sucks right now. However, if we lose this area here at about 82.5, 83,000, decent chance we see further downside. So let's take a quick look here. Liquidation data tells us 81 to 79,000 is a pretty heavy concentration of local longs here, basically. So keep in mind, those aren't people that took longs at that area. That's where they're going to be liquidated and or stop losses would occur. So just keep in mind that's where that's at. Pretty heavy concentration. Each one of these red lines is about $6 to $7 billion in liquidation. So that's quite a lot of money, right? And market makers know that. They typically push the price action in that direction. We have, a bunch of fundamental, ridiculous stuff going on in the world right now. So it doesn't make a ton of sense to try to long against that, right? Add your spot bag. I have limit orders set between 79 to 81,000, and just that's kind of the situation for me. That's how I like to trade. And when I mean trade too, those are spot bags, not blind long leverage plays. Okay, we're gonna reevaluate when we get there, see if it's worth taking a long with leverage. But between now and then, it's not, right? Same thing here with liquidation delta. Hasn't changed much at all. We're still in that $5 to $10 billion in short liquidation, basically telling us that there's more shorts than longs in the market. We have a significant amount of open interest at 84,3. So roughly 84 to 85,000, kind of that little range I've talked about previously being a strong resistance. That is effectively the area in which we want to presume is going to be difficult to get past, okay? But the more you test it, the more likely it is to break. There's that possibility as well. But just know, I think initially we're going to have to just view 84 to 85,000 as a resistance zone. It just makes sense. Looking at the daily time frame, actually, let's go ahead and look at the weekly too. Just quickly note before the week is over. Let's pull up this other chart that doesn't have a ton of stuff on it. And if you look here, we got some fair value down as low as 73,500. So it is very, very common for previous all-time highs to be retested. So keep in mind, all-time high previous was roughly 74,000. So it would make perfect sense for us to fill that fair value gap and to come down to that level. Okay, I'm not proposing we'll see that right away. We may not see that at all, but logically, that seems like a very sensible area. When we take a look, though, moving averages, we also got the that's the 50-day SMA hanging out there at about 77,000. So that kind of reaffirms some support in that range. I'm not a firm believer of SMAs being support levels, but I can tell you that generally speaking, they're oftentimes tested and potentially will hold. As you can see here previously, two attempts in the 50-day SMA previously that held fairly strong, okay? So hypothetically, history repeats itself. We'll retest 77,000. Bob's your uncle. We take off from there. All right. Otherwise, not much else to really note here that's positive on the weekly. Okay. Daily time frame is truly bearish. Most everything is just not looking great. Okay. So take it from me. There is nothing telling us that we're going to see a reversal anytime soon. The double bottom play out has already played out. So we have this potential here. If the price doesn't increase soon and we continue lower, then that would invalidate that pattern. Just bear in mind, we're still in a descending trend line. We haven't broke the descending trend yet, so until we do, there's really no reason to consider being super excited or happy about that. In fact, I'll be very timid, honestly, to want to take any type of position, even if we break that descending trend line, because 6 out of 6 times so far we've tested that descending trend and continued lower. Okay, so that means that 5 out of 5 times breakout traders have been unsuccessful. So I don't know. What kind of trader do you want to be? There's a reason why I don't breakout trade. If I do, it's very seldom. Don't get me wrong, you can do it occasionally, but the truth is this isn't the market for it right now. There's no such thing as a breakout that is sustainable. Market makers know that. They secure profits, and you and I are just left in the shadows, just kind of sucking on our thumbs. It's no fun at all. Cool. So I'm going to summarize here with the rest of the charts are not so great. There's no reason to consider taking a long position at this point. If you do insist on doing so, watch it close, low leverage, low position size. But as per usual, right now we are statistically working towards our red weekend. We have, 12 12 out of 13 weekends so far this year have been red, and this would be the 13th out of 14 weekends would be red if we close somewhere under 84,000 as a rough estimate. So just kind of where we're at there, folks. It's terrible, I know, but it's the way it goes. So, no trade is the best trade. That's the common theme, the common reality here of the market. If you insist on doing anything, short selling seems to be the more sensible pathway. Okay, so be careful doing so either way. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Look forward to work with you. Don't forget to take advantage of these bonuses for our community through Bitunix. Awesome exchange. No KYC or VPN required. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Take care.